Character clash.
Cyber Showdown. T-1M versus Ciborg.
In the left corner, with the weight of Skynet on its metal legs and the ability to turn any scenario into a futuristic horror movie, we have the T-1M, the ultimate killer spider and humanity's ultimate nightmare in hardware version. In the right, armed with the best technology of the Justice League, a Wi-Fi connection faster than any earthly router, and an attitude that would make Tony Stark hire him as a consultant, we have Ciborg, the ultimate hybrid between man and machine. Who will prevail in this clash between Skynet's genocidal software and the supreme evolution of human ingenuity? Let's unfold the analysis as if we were the oracle of the Matrix calculating the possibilities of the apocalypse.
Ready?
Round 1.
Physical skills.
Imagine if a tarantula and a tank had a cybernetic child, and then Skynet decided it still wasn't scary enough. There you have the T-1M. Not only is this mechanical beast of liquid metal massive, it can also mold its legs into blades and spears so deadly they'd make Wolverine cry. Its durability is ridiculous, shooting it is like trying to cut through adamantium with a plastic spoon. Unlike traditional Terminators, the T-1M has no physical brain to destroy, making it even trickier to take down. In short, it's a video game boss designed to make you snap your controller.
Trivia.
According to Skynet, this model was so efficient that it didn't need to infiltrate human society. Probably because seeing a giant metal spider patrolling the city wouldn't raise any suspicions at all. Victor Stone is the human equivalent of a fully patched, next-gen console. He can lift tons without breaking a sweat, assuming he even sweats, and move with impressive agility for someone made of metal and circuitry. His cybernetic body is capable of withstanding explosions, gunfire, and even attacks from beings with Superman-level strength. If Flash and Iron Man fused in Dragon Ball, the result would be something akin to Ciborg. He can turn his arm into a cannon, fire electric shocks, and regenerate rapidly.
Trivia.
In Flashpoint, Ciborg was Earth's mightiest hero, working directly for the government. In other words, he was the Superman of that timeline. No small feat.
Round 2.
Combat skills.
This Terminator has no martial skills because he doesn't need them. It's like saying Godzilla should learn karate. His combat technique consists of punching, smashing, punching, and repeating until everything in front of him is scrap. His advantage is not only in brute strength, but in his reaction speed and ability to adapt in real time. If an opponent finds a weakness, the T-1M will already be regenerating or adjusting his strategy. In a melee fight, this is a fucking Dark Souls boss with no visible health bar.
Trivia.
His adaptability is so high that he could learn and counter fighting techniques in seconds. Imagine him watching YouTube videos of Bruce Lee and executing them perfectly. Not only is he strong, he's also tactical. Ciborg combines hand-to-hand combat with advanced weaponry, making him versatile and lethal. He can analyze his opponent's patterns and find vulnerabilities in real time, as if he had the world's most broken aimbot installed. And let's not forget his arsenal: plasma cannons, energy shields, missiles, and combat software so advanced it would make Batman give him a thumbs up.
Trivia.
In one comic, Ciborg hacked into the Batcomputer's systems in seconds, implying that if he wanted to, he could make the Batmobile only play reggaeton.
Round 3.
Survival skills.
Designed to survive in hostile environments and fight to the point of total destruction, this Terminator is the robotic equivalent of a zombie in a horror game. It keeps attacking no matter how much damage it takes. However, it relies on Skynet to operate in the long term. Take it out of its comfort zone and it could be in trouble.
Trivia.
In an alternate version, the T-1M managed to survive the end of Skynet and continued to operate indefinitely, eliminating imaginary threats. It's weathered explosions, been dismantled, and returned to action. Its body is built to withstand the worst and keep going. And if all goes wrong, it can always hack something to gain an advantage.
Trivia.
In Darkseid War, Ciborg was able to withstand and adapt to Apocalypse technology. If he can survive Darkseid, a Terminator is just Tuesday for him.
Round 4.
Unprepared.
His brutality and reaction speed would give him the initial advantage. He can strike quickly and mercilessly, forcing Ciborg on the defensive. However, he lacks any real combat wits, meaning that if he doesn't defeat Ciborg quickly, he could start to find himself in trouble. His aggressive approach may be his greatest strength, but also his weakness if the fight drags on. Although he might be overwhelmed at first, his ability to adapt and counterattack quickly would give him victory in most cases. With his shields, flight capability, and advanced arsenal, he could stay out of the T-1M's reach and win over time. Furthermore, his strategic intelligence would allow him to find a way to effectively damage his enemy.
Round 5.
With preparation.
Given time to plan, he could analyze Ciborg's weaknesses and look for ways to neutralize his capabilities. However, he still relies on brute force and adaptability, which would make him vulnerable to a well-coordinated counterattack. His programming is not designed for long-term tactical combat, giving him a significant disadvantage. Given time to prepare, Ciborg would have a crushing advantage. He could devise a strategy, reinforce his software, and find ways to exploit the T-1M's weaknesses, such as sabotaging its programming. He could also develop specialized weapons to attack its liquid metal structure and reduce its regenerative capacity.
Round 6.
General data.
T-1M. Physical skills, 7. Combat skills, 7. Survival skills, 7. Unprepared, 6. With preparation, 8. Total, 35. Ciborg. Physical skills, 7. Combat skills, 8. Survival skills, 8. Unprepared, 8. With preparation, 9. Total, 40.
Final round.
Decisive showdown.
The battle is brutal, with the city turned into a cybernetic war zone. The T-1M attacks relentlessly, using its razor-sharp legs to try and impale Ciborg. Each blow is devastating, destroying entire buildings with its massive weight. Ciborg dodges and counters with his plasma cannon, but the T-1M's liquid metal regenerates almost instantly. It's a showdown, with each trying to exploit the other's weakness. However, Ciborg is not just brute force, he is a brilliant mind with access to an infinite database. Through his connection to technology, he finds a flaw in the T-1M's code, a small error in its regeneration protocol. With a risky maneuver, he infiltrates the Terminator's system and releases a cutting-edge computer virus. "I'm sorry, Skynet, but my firewall is impenetrable." Suddenly, the liquid metal creature begins to destabilize, its limbs collapsing and its structure becoming unstable. Trying to regenerate without success, the T-1M emits one last spark before turning into an inert mass. Ciborg looks at the remains of the cybernetic colossus and lets out a wry laugh. Nice technology. Too bad it was owned by the villains. In the end, strategic intelligence and adaptability win out over brute force and rigid programming, proving that in the world of technology, the best software always wins. And as an IT guy would say, the problem is almost always a bug in the system. As a wise man would say, it's not the hardware, but the hardware that wins the game.
Do you agree with the result? And if not, tell me why. I hope I at least entertained you. I'll tell you a secret, give it a like and subscribe, it's free. If you like this video, please subscribe, like and share.